What's up, chat? It's your friendly neighborhood ADC friend here. Me, Buddy Chris, aka Glider in the game. Because when you see me, I'm a glide. Yeah, you see how this banger? Don't worry about it. What we're gonna get to is a rank 1 ADC for the end of the season. Because you know nobody's playing right now. Ain't nobody believing the Kobe Bryant method. So we're gonna see where these landed on the ladder. All right. Let's see who our rank 1 ADC is. We're gonna analyze, but we're gonna really be looking at the gameplay today because I'm hungry for it. So, as you can see in the top 14, no ADCs. If this was Korea, it'd be like half the people in top 10 are ADCs. But I think that Korea just has better compositions and better team fighting, which help an ADC actually win the game more often than not. And plus, they don't just path top. No fucking game. So I think we're 25 deep. And Array. No, this is like a mid laner. This is a mid ADC player. A mid lane ADC player, right? Nah, he's a ADC. Nah, he's like look what he's been. Jungle, bot. Nah, he's playing ADC. Support. He plays a little bit of mages. All right, okay. Array is our rank 1 ADC in America, aka ladder rank 23. We did not have any ADCs in the top 20, top 10, the top 5. This is where we landed. So as ADCs, we got to do better next season. We got to take over the server. We got to start telling people what they need to play and what's going to help us get our job done. Honestly, I think we need to start doing something. So you can see a lot of games, 53% win rate. It's not beautiful, but he gets the job done. You see, like he's not beautiful, but he gets the job done. But look, he has about the average deaths that you can really have at this elo while like still progressing. It's that 4-5, that 4-5 range. You feel me? We got some Ezreal. We got some of that Korean influence. Korean influence. I'm liking what I'm seeing in terms of farm. I like what I'm seeing in terms of farm. 8.2. I mean, this is like for a ranked 180C, I don't think this is completely impressive. I think again, it's the standard. Like he's doing his job and he's getting it done. I think because you will see a lot of ADCs in other regions with like that 9 mark. Like there's no ADCs in his top 8 that have like this 9 CS 8.9 mark. It's all below that. So it's something to think about. And if you're thinking about overtaking this guy, I would really say work on your fundamentals and outfarm this guy and pressure him. Even though he's playing a lot of lane bullies, a lot of things with priority. Philios has priority because of his range. Eventually he does a lot of damage and then has chakram, so he can take a lot of space. And if you fight him, you're probably gonna lose. Um, you have to trade out red gun first, so you have red white later on into the lane at like level 4, level 5. Jin, one of the best traders in the game, has tons of damage, is a neutralizer to a lot of lanes. Yunara, it doesn't have any priority, will get lane bullied, but it's a hyper carry and you're gonna bully the game. It seems like that's not really his style. It doesn't seem like it's really his style. He's not really dying like too much. I mean, I think Yunara does have a survivability problem. So I personally run Resolve. I'm not saying I'm high elo. I'm not really saying I'm the ADC really to be watching right now, but I'm putting a lot of effort in my setup. Okay. Um, so I think Ezreal can have a lot of priority because of his range. He's really a safe pick that you can pick it into pretty much anything, but has a strong mid game and has really great all-in potential early into the game. Lucian and Corki definitely have that like, trading mid game, early game, kind of like, does a lot of damage. Seems to be getting a little frisky on his Lucian. Not a crazy amount of kills, but maybe that's just a symptom of high elo. Um, so I would say like stat wise, this guy's not going to impress you, obviously. But if you want to win, you know, get him on your team. Like he's gonna do his job. I don't know really what match we're gonna be watching, but we're gonna see. So let's go to Array 22 here. So a little updated from the actual website. Very cool. Smolder background, but no Smolder to be present. Really interesting. Smolder is very, very abused in low elo. Low elo, you'll always see this character. Gets out a lot of trouble. Um, so we're gonna do this guy some justice because it seems we're kind of like, look, we're playing like one game a day, like, 2 games a day. Okay, oh, no, we had a session. We had a session. So I like this. Look, he won, and then he picked the server again because it was working, and then he went even crazier. And he's going to build of Essence Reaver and Navori, so I think it'd be really good to see how that plays. But it seems like he playing against Mage Bot. Yeah, Cupid. Okay, so Cupid is kind of like this demon of North America. Cupid will be playing these mages, this off-brand style. This I have a lot more damage than you. I have a lot of kill pressure, or at least I have a lot of range to annoy you. And he's paired up with Nami. So I think to see that he carried against Cupid, I think is a really good thing to watch. And guys, we're not gonna be watching the whole game. That's not what we do here. I'm usually caring about the early levels of 1 to 3 and really the first 15 minutes of the game. Even though if it's exciting, you can go a little further. Rest in peace, Tarzan. Azimwe. Azimwe. But you can see like if you saw the borders, it was really quick. But you saw some master players in this lobby. This is like kind of like high challenger MMR. It's just a symptom of the new Q system that Ryan implemented, and you're not really you're gonna see it somewhat in low elo. Not really. I was already having that problem before they fixed Q times. I was getting like silvers and platinums in the game. You can't possibly Q that ever. Like it was just flex Q. So
30 seconds until
he's rocking with the attack speed steroid and poke champ, showing a lot of priority level 1 against the Enchanter, and love to see it. We're not AFK level 1. Our support, we're matching our support's energy. We're playing up. It's pretty cool. Like it's pretty cool. Like it's good to see. Like do not AFK level 1. Do not AFK level 1. That's not what we do here. If you want to win more of your games, or at least have a better lane phase, I'm good. I'm really known for my lane phase. If you want to have a better lane phase, it's playing like this. It's having a support that understands. And most of the time, in low elo, your support will not understand how important this is. So it's good to ping that you want priority level 1, that you want to fight, or at least you want to ward the bushes to stop them from getting a very advantageous position down here in the bushes on your side. Or, sometimes you gotta watch the invade. So if they have very easy invade champions, make sure to ward the tri-bush first, in my opinion. Before you move the mission field. So right away, our Ray is already getting exactly what he wants. We got some damage on Cupid. Cupid has to fall back. Silver got all the damage on the wave, and that's pretty much level 2 right there. I don't know if Cupid's gonna go for like an emergency E, or try to, the wave is pushing so fast that it's gonna be next to his tower. Actually, not that bad. Not that bad. We're actually going for a hard shove. So I can kind of understand, because you can be attacking his mana pool. That's really something that you can be doing, is attacking his mana pool, or forcing the CS with their low base AD under the turret. But this is Challenger, Master, Grandmaster, so your support is going to be helpful. So I think that's what the Nami did right there. She traded with W, and then she hit the CS. She hit the CS. Going a little frisky. I probably would not be that up against the mid players and their power shots, and probably get their skill shot. But Cupid was busy farming, so I can kind of understand why we're being aggressive. They're farming. It's a really interesting, just a complete hard shot strategy where we don't think anything's gonna happen, but it looks like we're already scouting out something that's happening in the jungle, and we're moving for it. So we gotta get the wards to kind of see the bottom of the move. We're holding 2, but it's looking kind of bad. Couldn't dodge the 2, but they got overzealous, I guess. They got overzealous. He's got backstab. There's no real targets to get. They got Nami. Now they're gonna get the blue buff. I guess this is a really good vertical from Rage, because bot lane has priority. And, Jin Zhao is pathing bot, so that it stops that from happening. I don't know why he knows Jin Zhao's pathing bot, but because it is a decent match up top to be ganking. But you see, like, he's just chilling. He's just focused on the wave. Like, his team is being aggressive. His moving, but as an ADC, sometimes it's just about trying to deny the minions and getting your farm. You know, there's not really the real fight happening. It's very far. So yeah, I would ping and be like, yo, I'm kind of chilling. And he's kind of like a weird spot because they're both pretty low, but not in the field.
Nice try.
But we do too. That's a good point. We do too. Hard shove and guys in for a back here with this cannon wave. So the priority early was like really good. That was really good. Could you just get like instant replay on that? I mean, really led the way here with a spear. Trying to trade everything is target. You have to target for the other. Really good damage. Follow up the way he said. That's crazy here. Could be really bad. So definitely allow stamina being above the kill. I didn't really deny it this way, so maybe that's a little risky to go for, but I mean that supports the killer, like that supports the good level 1, good awareness on the damage. Like, you know, a little bit of support diff. But Array's doing exactly what he needs to do. You know, to win the game. Getting a CS, following up the support, and just moving first. So a lot of good stuff. Up here. We're just watching top. I guess that was smart because yeah. So I guess CS items. Oh yeah, going for the Essence Reaver build. So it makes sense. I like Essence Reaver against like mages and sustain lanes. You know, you spike earlier and you use nature resources to actually combat what they have going on. Chilling. Support's coming. Absolutely chilling. Yeah, hard to that's kind of scary.
Nice shot.
Maybe outside and drag things up. So yeah, it is a point to start kind of getting some wards here, but we actually don't have any wards. And there's a lot of things from Graves. Graves hacking. He's boy hacking.
Heads up.
Okay. So they had no wards. They pushed the priority. They ducked the game because he went over a trap in his face. He's doing great jungle tracking. So, I mean, it was a lot easier to keep priority when your team is working this well together. Shizao has one camp up and doing attack. Silver been punished by shoving the wave, which I understand, but he does have to eventually move to the fight if anything happens, but
a summoner has disconnected.
He left the game, bro. I actually think he legit left the game, bro. Like, he's doing completely jungle attack. Stop. Absolutely stop. I don't know what the Rays is building. It's bone axe. I don't think he's going to Triforce, but he could be. He could be a bit of a spell weaver. EWQ, or even shoot it backwards, hit the sheen. On backwards, hit the sheen prostitution. Nah, I think this is over. I think this is it. Absolute general diff and support diff. A bit of ADC diff too, because you just kind of hit him with the hard shove and Cupid didn't really have an answer for it. There wasn't a lot of I didn't really feel the pressure and Cupid could like a lot of stuff is happening in the jungle, so you only have such little moments to loop into this game, like possible. But I just feel like as Cupid, you want to like be positioned in a way that like you're trying to stop instead of being absolutely hard shoving you. Like, she auto W's the wave, and then I feel like you should be throwing up a QW, like like a thunder shot. To then just get spell shield and now because of her double Q will be back up. So now he's playing without jungle attack. He immediately dies, probably losing it.
Heads up.
And we're doing pretty good for a 1v2. 1v2, we didn't really take any damage. Not getting hard shoved, but for the CS, this is kind of interesting though because he is just kind of forfeiting the whole wave. But he's not. He has TP. This is the first time he's even used it. And he has essence removal. Holy shit. Maybe a 30-second essence removal with 2 kills. Got that from following up his support. And following up his jungle, I think. So, I was there. Didn't really know. Keep going back to the 10, but really on gloves. We should know crazy on gloves because red team has a ward on it. But literally just really annoying. No pressure from the other side, so already just like doing his thing and just shoving. You just gonna have to farm the castles, but I feel like the cast is really easy against the farm.
Back off.
But you seem like there's no like intervention to stop the hard shoving. I feel like that's very like low elo against Silver. Kind of just accepting the punishment. Like I feel like you're supposed to be like, I know it's hard to start to it. That was good job. He's up try to get it, but you gotta come back. But that tsunami hit the oh, but she's just coming in. So really fucking away. Ray was the one taking all those spells. So Cupid was able to oh, Cupid can never do so they actually snipe the side. But they were flashing and they were helping. I didn't help them stop the first time. Oh. Good team play. So Cupid was patient and started to get rewarded. 2-1-2. Puts up a switch behind. Not really that much. But Archangel isn't really an aggressive item to really look forward to as a counter fight. So I just think like I guess we're playing the right? People just holding a spell there, but it's really fighting. We're already we're rotating mid. I think we're gonna go back. Special. Another rotation because there's a fight happening and maybe it's the fastest way to get there. Maybe bot lane or shove too. It's like neutral now.
Better duck.
I think you want to rotate to that bite. Oh my god, this is a real percent. Fuck. Damn. But I just want to finish in the chat. Let me get my emergency vape that has like nothing in it. 1 sec. Oh my god, vaping stops the grind. Oh my god, that's not good.
Nice try.
Recharge. I'm saying? It's like, he's making sure to rotate a lot of fights. A little stuff in the bottom is all open. I don't really want to say stubborn because just making sure it's stuff in it. It'd be an ADC. Hitting beautiful spell shields, just beautiful spell shields around. So, gotta have good mechanics to survive in this elo. Having the way all on you, you might start getting dizzy. But, you know, Ari's only just want one thing. Absolutely disgusting. They have a lot of wins on that. Okay, like, this guy is definitely behind. Well, he has an item, and even boost over his counterpart. So effectively, what's the levels? Oh, he has 2 levels. Very quickly has 2 levels on his opposition, as well as 2 dragons. So he got another kill. So this is gonna be start like a. These are games that you really go. So we'll watch another 5 minutes to see how right because this is what we're with ADC now is that your side and the jungler's side, and the third one is lost. So that's a very common scenario that I find myself in. So we're just gonna be mixed. If you use the wave clear bunch, just make sure to scale, and then just rely on team fighting. And really has a strong. Well, I mean, team has a stronger team fight comp. Decent CC, space, durability. So team fights might be kind of risky to play for.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
For a team fight.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
But Silver definitely is a lot better with 3 items. But this is something I like that Ray's doing. I actually was looking at a Korean Sivir that's like maybe like 80% win rate or like 70% win rate in Korea, and his method was IE always Young Tao, Sivir or Essence Shooter Sivir. Either way, you get IE second. That was just the thing. So I respect it. I didn't even think about that. I totally forgot about that. Something like Sivir like IE second, so that you start impacting the game a little bit earlier. This season 16, you'll start out a little bit better. Possibly get to use some chunk of gold. So just imagine he did everything he did here, and he just got 3 chunk of gold, and now he accelerates and gets gold even faster. Damage. This is where people start to get past mid lane, short lane, the wave clear. That's a lot of damage, so that's kind of tough. Really needs to heal herself. You know, I do want one more heal. A lot going on in the river. I'm not gonna watch it, we'll just see. Something going on. Graze isn't just backing on us, yes, it's smiting cannon minions, so that's nice. Yeah, like I was gonna say, like they have to kind of just respect it. And your Graze is not really contesting the river, you don't have anyone to help you contest the river, it's not like you have a warning or an outfight. The Vision's doing, like, he's still playing for himself, he's playing with ADC, try to, like, get the damage that they're probably doing, but they took the free towers, they already have top 2 towers, so, yeah, so they backed up, so I can understand him walking up, so there's a ward there, something to keep in mind, but I guess they see it because it's ping. Like, a blue marker there. And when he was going to shove to then get like a counter push back, some people stayed, even both the mid and the ADC stayed on the team to stop a counter retaliation of the turrets. Because then, you know, what would be the point of Rift Arrow if you get the tower back? So he's kind of looking at jungle like on his off time, plays really waiting for the wave. He has sight wards, so when he gets sight wards like pretty far deep into the jungle, maybe try to figure out where to Xiaoways, create opportunity for Graves. I feel like, but with the Raptor can't, Graves not travel now. Really, just basic ADC shit, like just shit that I even forget to do sometimes, just like farm the camps. You know, your junglers are gonna be kind of mad at you sometimes, but like if Graves is not on the map like that and nowhere near, then take it. So it's not essentially a Graves coming back to my camp, but he might have stars coming up, and you have to go about anyway. We're just trading, we're just chilling mid. Yeah. Can't really walk over there because it's just a definite situation. But Graves wants to go. Okay, then we go. It was a bit like a toss up if you're gonna rotate for the later, but if it was 1v4 then you don't. But you know, Graves and winning not that slow. Graves if you want to carry some situations after a 5v5, so we have a pretty big advantage. You get a pick up the free kill off the back of, you know, just a good team call. So it's just like Ray's just ready to play for the team for the most part. Actually, I'll say this more. He really prioritizes CS and he'll play for the team. Like he's like 11 CS per minute right now. Crazy shit. It's just hard to do, but he really did play for his waves. So he's like being rewarded for it. He has a pretty good power spike in his bag. He has IE, Essence Reaper, and a Cloak of Agility. And a Cloak of Agility. So you just gotta be ready though. But like he was here for the objective, he was here for the fight. He was there for some of the general skirmishes. He was there for when Dragon got taken the first time. Or no, he was fighting the river. And they're maintaining the Dragon win condition. So they're on Soul Point, which is just a great thing to have for like a game that, you know, you might not really be shoo-in to like win unless you play it correctly. But like he's not, you see how like Silver's like not overexerting himself? Like he's playing for the team when he needs to, but he's really just focusing on his CS and making sure that he's gonna have his items.
Heads up.
I might be trying to do like a little too much. Like
Thumbs.
So watch Alakon.
Better duck.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Back off.
God, definitely decent playing with that. He has some good sense. Got chopped up there. Good flash though, good flash. See, like he kind of fucked up a little bit. Just getting that smashed up, but you know, the Silver has 500 energy. He's tough sometimes. Right? You got the compromise.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Oh, enemy team got Otacon, so that's very interesting. We'll watch like another 5 minutes. Go to 25 minutes. Because now that we took Otacon, this is like an interesting dynamic that they're starting to get control of the objective. So I'm curious if they're able to take the next dragon. That should be up in like a minute. So let me see.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
So dragon's in 3 minutes. So by the end of this video, we'll be able to see what happens if it gets sold or not. No more 5 minutes. This should be the end. Last 5 minutes. So we're going mid, keeping proper lane assignment, standard lane assignment. I want to say proper. I want to say standard. But right now it's proper because, you know, Victor's going by. He's spawned first. We always ready top. They're getting pushed in. So what do they see? This go for a little bit of damage, but they keep having this advantageous ward on our positioning here, which is like not something that we're really nearly attack. So this ward gives us like people a lot more space to just, you know, feel out his enemy and understand like who's with them. Like if it's just them two, he might maybe try to be more aggressive. But Silver's is absolutely obliterating the wave. So people who've like seen spamming waves, like you can be pushed in, you get this random farm. So you guys are just not afraid to get the farm. You get back in off the red. So you can lose fine, but still have great CS, 10 CS per minute. Catches the wave. Grace is starting to fight though. Okay, I gotta find that proper pathing. Really well. Yeah, see, this is just not being bad. They actually win this game though. See how they're kind of losing control a little bit? They're being really choppy and stuff like that. We're going crazy here. I mean, there's I don't know if if Ari was doing that ulti. I guess he did.
Oh god! Take this!
He didn't show these guys. Okay, yeah. This is a great cleanup, but overstay on the enemy side. Enough damage to really make it happen. But still fighting. This year is not that strong for these working things.
Heads
A
up!
little bit of power spike though with the 2-3 boost and the 2 items. I know, yeah. Okay, they're doing good, like, you know, 2 items with the melee as well. Really like 3 items because support things. Let's go, good.
Better time!
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
We're Alex in the support.
Patience.
Build
Take
Atlas.
this!
Let's see it properly. Keep you behind. We're kind of up, so they really want to punish. This is something I guess you're gonna see when you start getting to higher elos, like you keep behind you. You know, it's that same ward too. But so there's like this not have to overrun, but actually stay in crisis situation. Always just a chunk out of them. Pretty scary situation. Only followed and get Aries and kind of see that. And he's gonna get the blue.
Now I wait.
This is really
Blue
trying
team's turret has
big,
been
like,
destroyed.
Heads up.
there in the jungle. So very good check. Sucks he didn't get the blue, but it's okay. Dragged up. Way started it. Both top laners are dead, but their top lane is way stronger than us. But we don't have to do that. Top lane is better fighting. He forced Black people with HP. That this is pretty good build because he's not the way out. Oh, so good. That was so perfectly good. And I was off of a range of easy hitting the drag. When the jungle was coming and that Jinjia was backing off. That's so okay. Okay, there's something going on here. Watch this real quick. Can't stop as soon as happening in challenger games. But... okay, there's apparently a Baron attempt here. So we should let that rock. Go for Baron right after. What is going on? I think they just got it. Grace is doing dragon, wolves.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
They really have to keep the top of the bag. I know, right? He doesn't. He gets the front. Okay, they're just stacking off one player. Dora is split pushing. They're not the worst position to be in after Lucy going.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Okay, crack the base, which the enemy team is not gonna have to do with their Baron, which should be
Red
fine.
team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
But it looks like they may even get a tier 2 off of this, off the back of just like tempo. Oh no, tier 2's good. Oh yeah, they warded the. See, like this is what people are doing in high end. They're just warding.
Better talk!
They're just warding the kill turret. You know, someone told me that in like season 3. They said, "Yo, if you ward where the tower just was, bro, it's like super OP." This is something I was doing in season 3 by somebody. With a friend. Sure, it's funny, but well, it didn't say. Sorry. What's that? So that is our rank 1 ADC in NA currently, or Ray. Just showed you very stock standard priorities. He even takes a TP against the bot lane, and he had to only use it once because he was able to maintain priority throughout the whole lane with the help of jungle and a proactive support. So I think if you do this in your games, you're gonna have to duck a lot more ganks, and you're gonna have to communicate with your support just a little bit more. So I just don't think most people get as many kills or many opportunities to just shove in the bot lane. But the ideal is that you keep up the wards, you keep up the niddly traps to then just keep hard shoving. In so even though you might have more pressure on you in your games, I think that's a very fine strategy to attack the mage where they're weak, which is CSing on the tower and forcing them to use mana on the wave constantly. Because Cubicle really had to really hit the wave to stop from just losing a ton of CS. And Cupid did a good job just maintaining CS. Wasn't really able to have that like lane bully type style that mages are really known for. Um, was Cubic was there for a lot of fights and putting pressure and just attacking the ADC, the enemy ADC, with his powerful mage abilities. But Array was able to stay alive most of the time, except that one in the bot lane with a RA TP flank. But you're seeing a lot of those TP flanks from the mid laner. That is something people should pick up on if you're not an ADC player. But as an ADC player, you should start getting worried about that as you rise the ranks. And again, I think this is a very standard ADC that was able to just be a good team player and get a lot of wins. So they're not like full like forcing the game on themselves and trying to create situations off of like their timers. They're just waiting, sitting, trying to get farmed. They weren't trying to swap lanes or anything like that. I think sometimes you are gonna need to swap lanes, like try to get tier two, try to get tier two gold, try to like help your team get a win con. But I think at the same time you could be doing too much and lose CS. And Array showed a great exhibit of just making sure to get your farm. So that was really good. Rank one player Array, rank 23 on NA ladder.